Now I'm going to start with the tree. I'm going to start over here and then I'm going to work my way right through. Now these are the back trees, the trees behind. Let me just remind you of the picture. That's these trees here, that tree and those trees. These are all forward trees. That's how and why they're much stronger. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And to do that, I want a little bit of blue, a little bit of white, back to where we were before with our sky. And again, it's probably a good idea to make more than you want, because it will dry and then you can reuse it, because that will dry just the same as these dry out. Then obviously you want green. Now I'm using a little bit of this green here because that's a very pretty green. Mix it with the blue so you get a nice and a little bit of sap green here, so you get a nice colour that way. It's also not a good idea to mix it all in, just mix it like I am, and then a little bit of ochre. I've got yellow ochre, maybe a good idea here, just a bit of yellow ochre. It's a very powerful, strong colour, that. Another colour we could use is viridian. That's another green. So there we are. Now we've got a bit of a mixture there. So let's start off now. I'm using a number 4 brush. Okay, so here we go. Let's start off with some green. I just have to move this over just a fraction so that I can get to my picture. Right. Now this is the line I've got. Now it's a bluey colour, which is what I'm looking for. But we don't want all blue, we want some other tones in. Okay, that's now you want to make it as interesting as you can, so try to vary it a little bit, don't make it all the same shape. See, I've got some, the reason I do that is because I want to put some, if I can, I might not be able to do it, but I'm going to try to put some branches in as well. That's coming off well. It has to be fairly strong because it's got to go against the sky, but not too strong. Okay, nearly there. Now, because the trees here are going to be a lot stronger, we can just come into the next. See, little gaps like that are a good idea. That's where you can put the branches. Okay, that's nearly there. There's only a bit more. Now I've mixed the colours up a bit there, so we've got a variation of tone there. And that looks pretty good to me. Now we do need a little bit of depth in there. Now this is tricky, and I would use probably a bit of Payne's Grey maybe. That's this one. Just a little bit of Payne's Grey mixed in with your colours. It just gives just a little bit, and if you do it while the watercolour's still wet, you see how that works out? Just a little spot of 2. I don't think I want to do any more than that. That looks good. And I'm just wondering whether I can just dab it off slightly. Yes, I can. Just a little. Got to be obvious, but because that's got a bluey hue, and when I put, let me show you. When I start putting the stronger tones in, which I shall so very soon, they'll be stronger against that. Like that. So they will be my forward trees then. Okay, we've got 2 levels of tree. Now my trees are very different to other artists' trees, and there is a reason for that, is that when I first started watercolour, I didn't have any clue what I was doing. So I just sort of copied what I thought was the right thing. When it turned out, traditionally, it wasn't. But I've always liked the way I've done it, and people obviously like the way I do it, so I've stuck with it. Varied it a little bit, and also put a little bit of brown in there. Now I can continue that in a little while, because we'll also want, as we come down, I can't do it up there, but I can do it now. I can put a bit of light lemon yellow in as well and mix that. So I shall coming down in a minute, I shall finish that off. Okay, and the other thing, of course, we've got to remember is we've got another dark building here that's going to go against that, so we don't want to make it too dark. By putting that lemon yellow and a little bit of ochre in there as well, you see how it all begins to shape up? Anyway, I can do that later. But for the moment, back to these. So I'm going to work my way across there. I'll show you bits and pieces as I run through this. But I'll be going through, obviously, when I get to here, there's a bunch of trees, so it'll only be really down here and maybe just a little bit in the background there. I've finished those trees now. I'm just mixed a mixture of brown, bit of Payne's grey together. And I'm going to see if I can, with my Auberge brush, it's not very thick, but it's probably just about right. Just put a few little, that will work up there where I've left a gap. It's always nice just to put just a little bit of indication of something in there. I don't think we need any more. And maybe a couple over here. got to use a very thin brush for this though. Yeah, just a spot or two. Okay, that's fine. I think I can leave that alone now. Bear in mind that background tree is